I can get this welding done. I already did that side. It looks terrible, but it's the best I can do. Through. And hole. Time to weld to a hole. I'm gonna fill this one. Filled. Fill the hole, welded the bracket. It's looking good. Second side better than the first side. Okay, well, here it is up on one side. I got it. I got this side all welded. I'm gonna tip it up the other way. I cleaned off the serial number here, and if anybody wants to know where to find the serial number on an old Ford V8, it's about 1 foot back, about 12 inches from there to the first number. But anyways, all this stuff came out pretty good. I got to clean it up and get out the black Rust-Oleum. But for right now, I guess I've got to let this thing down and hook onto the other side. Before I do that, I probably got to put that wheel back on there, and then maybe I'll do some welding. Well, there it is. The other side's all welded. That's welded. Remember I told you to imagine it was the nicest weld you ever saw? Well, you can stop imagining. I'm not the greatest welder when it comes to arc welding. I had to go over it with a torch and melt down all the bubblegum welds into real welds. But it looks okay now. Suitable anyway. And then I drilled and bolted this on. These back holes were already here. I just had to drill one in the front on both sides. And I know that's not really the right hardware. It's what I had. I'm gonna replace that before we hit the streets. But we got a while to go before that happens. So now I gotta knock it down onto 4 wheels and drag it out back again. Here's the cab that's gonna go on it. It's been around a long time. I chopped the top, but never really finished the job. I was going to use it the last truck I built, but there's a lot of work to do, so I had a cab that was in good shape, so I just put it on, and now I still have this one. This truck, when I was 16, my brother Ed and I went down to Tassinari's Auto Body in Salem, Massachusetts. That was 1962. And we bought this truck for $100 and drove it home. It had a flathead V8, but no second gear. So we had to go from first to third, but we tolerated that for a while until we got another transmission for it. But I was planning on keeping this a low buck job, using just junkyard parts, but I have to replace all this. And I guess I ought to replace the floorboards. Bob Drake's got this back piece, I think it's from here down, is $315, and from here up to here is another, I think it's another $250 for that. So when I get some money, that's what I'm gonna do. In the meantime, I guess I'm gonna have to put a rear end in there, and these leaf springs are the right length. Most leaf springs are too long from the rear end to the back of the frame, but these will fit. So I got to use these. This chassis is from the 1948 Pontiac that Richard built up last year. And I was headed for scrap, but I'm going to save the springs out of it and the spring hangers and try to adapt it to my frame. And then find a suitable rear end, because I don't think a 48 Pontiac rear end is a good hot rod rear end. So until we get some more money and get some more time, that's it for now.